Eddie and I did a big shop yesterday. Even under normal circumstances, we don't go shopping that often because we live so far from the stores. But this time we bought maybe a little bit extra because I don't know when we're going out again, or how that's all going to work out. And so here's some of the things I bought that I thought you might find of interest. I bought 8 of these little macaroni and cheese single servings. They were $3.89 at Walmart for a pack of 4, so I got a pack of 4, and then at Grocery Outlet they had 78 cents, so I got 4 more. I'm not usually a fan of these single servings, but Eddie likes to have a little bit of macaroni and cheese from time to time, and this seemed like a better solution to that than making up a whole batch of macaroni and cheese and then not being able to finish it, or having it sit around in leftovers, or trying to figure out what to do with it. I do feel guilty about the single use, but I figured I could put a hole in these and use them for planters as my seedlings grow bigger, so that'll help me feel a little better about that. It's a pretty sturdy little container. Got some baking stuff. Dollar brownies at Walmart. What we do is we make a big sheet, and then we keep some out and I freeze some, so pull them out from time to time. With the same idea in mind, I picked up this perfectly moist Pineapple Supreme cake mix, and both these mixes, the brownies and the cake mix, require water, eggs, and vegetable oil. But I bought some strawberries, so I thought it would be good with that. And what I do with cakes also is I freeze them, and I don't make a full big cake. What I've started doing is using these little tiny baking pans like this, or like these, and I make maybe 4 or 5 little tiny ones, and we'll eat 1 or 2, and then the rest I'll freeze, and we feel like having another one, we pull it out of the freezer. It just seems better for our waistline and for everything else. The third thing I bought that was baking related were several of these crescent rolls, different types. They had them for 99 cents each at Grocery Outlet. And I have a recipe book I got at a library sale last year, and it's Pillsbury Annual Recipes 2008. And you know, they have like a million things you can make with those crescent rolls, including coffee cakes and all sorts of stuff. So I figured, well, they had them on sale. I put some in the freezer. I can use them as a base for several different meals, and seemed like a good thing to do with all the flour shortages and everything. I thought, let's take advantage of the mixes and the opportunities that are already there to purchase and to cook. I also got these gnocchi, $1 at Dollar Tree. I like gnocchi. I think they're good. I boil them up. I put some olive oil on them, salt and pepper. People put pesto on them. There's like a million ways you can make these. They're real simple. Just put them in boiling water. That's it. They're good and they're filling. So these are usually something I'll pick up at the Dollar Tree when I'm there. Also at Walmart, I just got one of these packages of Velveeta cheese. It's like a reduced fat. I would have preferred full fat, but this is what they have, and was pretty cheap. I think it was $5. But it kind of can stretch a meal a little bit. When I make something for Eddie, like a casserole or something, I can throw in some of this, and it just gives a little more bulk to the meal and a little more filling. So I like to have some of this around the house. Also, I freeze it. Usually what I do is I divide it into 4s and freeze it, like I think it's 2 pounds. So if I divide it into 4s, it's about ½ pound each or whatever, and that seems to be a good amount to have in the refrigerator at any given time. Also at Grocery Outlet, they had this huge box of non-fat dry milk, 10 1-quart envelopes. It was like frighteningly cheap. I think it was like $1.29 for the whole box. I was flabbergasted because I was looking on Amazon for these. It was really expensive. I don't know how good it would be to drink, but sometimes I need milk for baking, so this seems like it would be a good thing. And they're in separate little envelopes. The expiration date isn't until 2022, so you know, I guess I can keep them on the shelf. I thought if the expiration date was sooner, I might put them in the freezer. I've also heard of people like taking regular milk and doing half regular milk and half of this dried milk, and people who drink it say they can't tell the difference. I think you can tell the difference if you just drink powdered milk in water. So that's, you know, an idea there if you find something like this to maybe stretch your milk a little bit for drinking or cereal or whatever you use. I also got a bunch of quart jars. I've had such a good time doing those little mixes, the cookie mixes. I just have, I think, 3 of them in one pancake mix I showed in another video. And I've been going through all of my in a jar cookbooks. I've got gifts in a jar cookies. I've got bars and brownies. I haven't gone through that yet. There's no marks, no little bookmarks. It says coffees, cappuccinos, cocos, and cheese, which might be kind of fun to do 1 or 2 of those, and holiday favorites from the jar. So I'm gradually filling those up and putting the directions on the jars, and they're just going to be there if I feel like making cookies. So that's it. I feel we did pretty well, and we're pretty set, and we can stay here at the house for a long while, and even have, you know, if there's an emergency and somebody needs something, we can supply that and help out. I hope you guys are well and being safe and staying safe, and we're all going to get through this. All right. Thank you so much for watching.